Right now, a dangerous multi-day severe weather outbreak is unfolding across more than 270 cities in the United States. And if you live anywhere from Texas to Michigan, you need to hear this before it is too late. This is not a drill. The Storm Prediction Center has just issued something they have never done before in history, and I am going to tell you exactly what that is in the next 60 seconds. But first, here is what you need to know right now. Strong tornadoes, softball-sized hail measuring 3.5 inches in diameter, and hurricane-force winds exceeding 75 miles per hour are all on the table starting today and lasting through tomorrow night. More than 40 million Americans are in the direct path of this outbreak, and here is the critical part. I am about to give you a city-by-city, hour-by-hour breakdown so you know exactly when this storm hits your area, when it peaks, and when it finally moves out. Stay with me through minute 5 because that is when I reveal which cities face the highest tornado risk overnight, the most dangerous window when most people are asleep. Now here is what makes this outbreak so alarming. The Storm Prediction Center has issued an enhanced risk, that is a level 3 out of 5 across 2 separate corridors of the country. 2 enhanced risks at the same time. That alone tells you this is not your average spring storm. And for the first time in Storm Prediction Center history, they have issued what is called an Intensity Level 2 for hail. What does that mean for you? It means hailstones could reach 3.5 inches in diameter. We are talking softball-sized ice falling from the sky. That is large enough to blow out your car windshield, punch holes through your roof, and destroy anything left outside. This has never been issued before. Let that sink in. But wait, the hail is not even the most dangerous part of this story. Do not skip ahead yet because what I am about to break down state by state could save your life or the life of someone you love. Let us start with the timing. This outbreak is driven by 2 separate low-pressure systems. One is pushing through the Midwest and the other is rolling in from the Pacific into the southern plains. These 2 systems are creating a massive corridor of severe weather stretching from southern Texas all the way up through Ohio and into Pennsylvania. The significant tornado parameter values the scientific measurement meteorologists use to gauge tornado potential are going to spike to extremely high levels this afternoon. When those numbers climb, every storm that forms has the ingredients to spin up a dangerous tornado. And right now, those numbers are climbing fast. Here's your state-by-state breakdown. If you live in Texas, listen closely. Storms will begin firing in southwestern Texas around 1 to 2 in the afternoon Central Time. By 4 to 5 in the afternoon, cells will develop from San Angelo up through Abilene and south of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Here is the twist. These initial storms are the ones most likely to produce the giant hail. We are talking 3.5-inch diameter ice. By 6 to 7 in the evening, powerful supercells will be hammering the corridor from Abilene to Weatherford with rotating updrafts capable of tornadoes and catastrophic hail damage. Dallas-Fort Worth, your peak window is 7 to 10 in the evening. Expect a strong line of thunderstorms pushing through with damaging winds exceeding 65 miles per hour and embedded tornado potential. After midnight, storms begin to lose intensity across northern Texas, but do not let your guard down. Keep your weather alerts on through 2 in the morning. Oklahoma, do not ignore this threat. Storms begin developing around 4 to 5 in the afternoon near Elk City and Lawton. By 7 to 8 in the evening, a nasty cluster of severe storms will push right through central Oklahoma, including Oklahoma City. All hazards are on the table. Strong gusty winds, large hail, and tornado potential. The peak danger window for Oklahoma City and Norman is 7 to 9 in the evening. After midnight, eastern Oklahoma could still see active storms, but the intensity should gradually decrease. Now here is something most people do not realize. Do not miss the next section because this is where the outbreak takes its most dangerous turn. The upper Midwest is facing the highest tornado threat of this entire outbreak. Illinois, Indiana, and the Chicago metro area, this is your danger zone. The enhanced risk, level 3 out of 5, is centered right over this region, and there is a 10% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of locations in southeastern Iowa and northeastern Missouri. That is double the typical enhanced risk tornado probability. The significant tornado parameter is screaming that the ingredients are in place for strong tornadoes rated EF2 or higher. Some could even reach EF3 intensity. Here is the hour-by-hour breakdown for the Midwest. Around 2 to 4 in the afternoon Central Time, the atmosphere will be charging up. Sunshine will be building instability, and that is actually bad news because it means storm fuel is growing rapidly. By 5 in the evening, the first supercells will begin forming near and south of Chicago. These initial storms will immediately show signs of rotation and large hail production. By 7 in the evening, storms will seem to spawn out of nowhere across a wide area from Galesburg to Peoria, north of Springfield, all the way to Rockford and into northwest Indiana. Every single one of these storms will have tornado potential and very large hail capability. Chicago, Gary, South Bend, your peak danger window is 5 to 9 in the evening. Lafayette, Peoria, Springfield, Bloomington, your window is 6 to 10 in the evening. Here is a critical detail. Storms forming north of the warm front boundary, roughly near Rockford and northern suburbs of Chicago, will be primarily giant hail producers. The dew points up there are in the 40s, not enough moisture to fuel tornadoes. But south of that boundary where dew points surge into the 60s, that is where tornadoes become most likely. The temperature is 75 degrees with a dew point of 68. That atmosphere is loaded and ready to explode. By 9 to 10 in the evening, storms will begin clustering together and a broken line of semi-discrete supercells will cruise through southern Lake Michigan and into lower Michigan. Kalamazoo, you need to pay attention. Favorable moisture creeping into your area could support tornadoes this evening. Detroit, storms could blast through around midnight. Keep alerts on from 11 in the evening through 2 in the morning. Missouri, your danger window opens around 7 to 8 in the evening. A triple point will develop between Kansas City and Columbia. This is where all the atmospheric ingredients overlap perfectly. Moisture, wind energy, instability. It is the sweet spot for the most intense tornadoes. Storms will fire rapidly, and the southern flank of the storm complex is where you watch for the strongest rotation. Kansas City, Columbia, Kirksville, Quincy, be on high alert from 8 in the evening through midnight. St. Louis, your storms arrive after midnight with a line of thunderstorms pushing through during the early morning hours. Kansas, expect individual supercells from Hutchinson to Wichita by 5 to 6 in the evening. A corridor of nasty thunderstorms will develop through southern and eastern Kansas during the evening. Wichita to Kansas City, your peak window is 7 to 11 in the evening. Iowa, southeast Iowa has a very concentrated tornado risk. Burlington and Davenport, your danger window is a tight 2 to 3 hour burst from late afternoon into early evening. Do not underestimate this short window. The storms that form here will tap into an extremely unstable environment. Wisconsin, the threat is confined to southern areas. Madison, Janesville, Milwaukee, watch for cells forming around 9 in the evening. Large hail will be the primary threat. Ohio, your storms arrive late. Toledo and Bowling Green, expect storms after midnight. Clusters of thunderstorms will develop across northern Ohio between 2 and 4 in the morning. The severe weather threat is lower here, but keep your alerts active. Now here is what I promised you at minute 5. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is another potentially significant severe weather day, and some of you in the path are not going to expect it. A large slight risk stretches from Pennsylvania all the way back to eastern Texas. But here is the plot twist. Strong tornadoes are possible again in 2 separate areas. In Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and northeast Kentucky, discrete supercells could fire during the afternoon, producing strong tornadoes rated EF2 or higher. And in Tennessee, down through the deep south all the way to Houston, a massive line of thunderstorms will sweep through with damaging winds of 60 to 75 miles per hour and embedded tornadoes throughout the day and evening. The most dangerous scenario for Wednesday is any storm that breaks free from the main line in Mississippi or Alabama. A discrete supercell in that environment could produce a long track-strong tornado. And here is something wild. In parts of Illinois and Indiana, you could experience a tornado today and then see snow falling within 24 hours as cold air crashes in behind this system. That is how powerful this storm complex is. Here is what I need you to do right now. If you live in any of these more than 270 cities and communities I just mentioned, from San Angelo to Detroit, from Dallas to Chicago, from Oklahoma City to Pittsburgh, make sure you have multiple ways to receive severe weather alerts tonight. Have your tornado action plan ready. Know where your safe room is. Move your vehicles under cover if you can, because softball-sized hail will total your car. Protect outdoor plants and furniture, and charge your phone now in case you lose power. Drop a comment right now telling me where you are watching from, and I will give you a personalized forecast update for your specific area. Whether you are in Waco or Wichita, Memphis or Milwaukee, tell me your city and I will get you the latest timing and risk level. Tomorrow morning, I am going to break down Wednesday's severe weather threat in full detail because we already know it could rival what is happening today. There are signs that the Storm Prediction Center could upgrade Wednesday to an enhanced risk for portions of the Ohio Valley and the Deep South. You do not want to miss that breakdown. Make sure you catch the next update so you are ready for round 2 of this historic outbreak. Stay safe out there, take this seriously, and tell someone you care about to check their weather alerts tonight. This one is not to be